Yo guys, in this GTA Online video, I will be showing you how you can make $2 million every single hour. This will be by far one of the best methods you guys can do this week to make money, and without wasting any more time guys, let's jump straight into this video. So of course guys, this method will be the Dr. Dre contract. After the recent event week for GTA Online, this contract specifically does have double money and RP. And if you guys weren't aware already, the original contract does pay out $1 million, so now you guys can make $2 million. Before you can start this yourself, you will need to earn the agency. Luckily enough, the agency has a huge 50% discount, and if you are trying to upgrade your agency or even just buy one for the first time, I would recommend that you buy the accommodation as well. What this does is just allow you to set your spawn location to your agency, and later on in this video you will see this is actually really helpful. But to get started with the contract, you want to first of all log on to the agency computer. On this computer you will have to choose the VIP contract, and already when you click this contract you can see the $2 million at the bottom of the screen. To very quickly sum up the VIP contract, you will have 3 sort of mini finales before you guys can complete the main finale, and all 3 of these finales will have 2 different setup missions. So for example, the Nightlife Leak will have 2 setup missions inside this, and then the Nightlife Leak finale. This is the same for the next 2 as well. At this point you guys just want to play through all of these different missions. This first mission requires you to find a tape inside a nightclub, and when you finally locate this tape and return it to your agency, you will be rewarded with roughly $20,000. Before we continue with the VIP contract, if you want to fill up your snacks, which I would definitely recommend for most of these missions, head over to this table at the entrance of your agency, and on this table there is a bowl of snacks, and you guys can press right on the D-pad and fill up every single snack that you can. I would definitely suggest that you guys do this after every single mission or every time that you guys enter the agency. In this next mission you will have to go over to a yacht and identify a lead. After completing this you will get $20,000 again, so already we have made $40,000. To get back to my agency very quickly, I will first of all make sure my spawn location is set to the agency. Just remember you will have to have the accommodation, and then I can just press the pause button, go over to the online tab, select find new session and invite only session. This will only take a few seconds to load, and I will already be back inside the agency ready to start the next mission. This next mission will be the mini finale for the Nightlife Leak. Of course we just did 2 missions before this, which were the setup missions, and after roughly 10 minutes I completed this mission as well. This got me a payout of just under $20,000, so already for completing the first section of this VIP contract, I have nearly made $60,000 in total. We now need to go through the other 2 setup missions. For the High Society Leak, this will take a similar amount of time to the Nightlife Leak missions, and after each mission you will get $20,000. I completed the first 2 setup type of missions, and now I have the High Society Leak, which is like the mini finale. A really good tip that I can give you guys for this mission specifically is when at this point in the mission where you would have to chase the helicopter, you want to drive ahead of it first and then pull out a weapon that you guys can shoot the helicopter with. I would definitely recommend that you use an explosive weapon more. For example, the railgun is very good at doing this, but you guys can see that I pretty much took all of the helicopter's health. The reason you want to do this is because it will force the helicopter to crash land instead. If you do not manage to completely destroy the helicopter's health like I do, the helicopter will land on another yacht, and then you will have to go all the way over to the yacht and take out the billionaire that way, which by the way guys will take so much longer. In the gameplay here I took out the billionaire and collected his phone, and now I have to deliver this all the way to the agency. Usually this would take a long time, however you guys can actually just come down here and there will be a helicopter just waiting for you guys to take. I originally had no idea this was a thing, but this will just save you so much time and save you guys the hassle of driving all the way to the agency from here. When I completed this mission, I got a reward of $25,000, which means now we have $125,000 in total. All that we have to do now is complete the last mini finale, and just like the last 2 we just completed, it will have 2 setup missions and of course the mini finale. I completed the first mission in this set and got rewarded with the $20,000. I then switched my sessions to get back to the agency faster and started the second mission. After completing this second mission, I also got another $20,000, and now we have the finale, which is called the South Central Leak. To sum up this mission, it is essentially just a gang war, and you will have to take out a bunch of enemies before taking the music. There's also a little trick that you guys can do in this mission as well to save you a lot of time, and this actually happens after the cutscene. In the cutscene, you will see this guy try and escape with the music, and the moment this cutscene ends, you will have to turn around very quickly and try and lock onto him in the car. Unfortunately, I did not manage to do this in this playthrough, but I have done this many times before, and you can just do this. This will save you a good few minutes, and you will see because I did not manage to get him, I now have to chase him in a car. Just keep in mind that this will be so much harder to do if you guys play in 3M lobbies, but if you guys play in assisted aim full lobbies, this will be very easy, and you should just be able to lock onto him. After returning the lowrider vehicle, you will see that I got a payout of $16,000, and now if I head inside the agency, we can start up this mission called Studio Time. We have to deliver Dr. Dre's car back to his studio, and there is a bunch of enemies we need to take out there. This mission is kind of long, and this is where the snacks from the agency itself will come in very useful. You will also have to take out a bunch of enemies inside the studio as well. The best weapon for this, in my opinion, would be the assault shotgun, and when you guys finally clear out all of the enemies from the studio, you guys will get hit with probably the longest cutscene in GTA's history. This cutscene will last roughly 5 or 10 minutes. It is really long, and the worst part about this is even if you have done this all before, you cannot even skip it. When this cutscene finally ends, you want to head back to the agency and start the final mission. This will be where we can get this $2 million. This mission is very basic. You guys want to first of all make sure you come down here and head over to this sort of rail yard. At this yard, you will have to take out a bunch of enemies again, and after taking out all of the enemies, you will now have to head over to the airport. At the airport, you will also have to take out more enemies. Just keep taking cover when necessary and using your snacks, and you guys should be all good. After taking out all of the enemies over in the airport hangar, you will then only have one enemy left, which is Johnny Guns, and he is up these stairs. Now, if this is your first ever time playing this mission, do not just sprint up these stairs. Johnny Guns has a shotgun and will pretty much just insta-kill you. What I prefer to do is sort of get an angle like this, and then shoot him until he drops. You guys then can run up the stairs, pick up Johnny Guns, and then you will have the second to final cutscene. This cutscene is pretty long again, but after this cutscene does finally end, all you now have to do is just drive Dr. Dre to the drop-off location. When you finally get to this location, you will have another cutscene of Dr. Dre just flying off to a yacht, and then you will see this final payout of $2 million. So altogether, this is very straightforward to do. It's just really completing a lot of missions and taking out a lot of enemies along the way. And of course, this can be done completely solo, which I would definitely recommend because the other players in the lobby will not get the $2 million. Altogether, if you guys do this as fast as possible, it will roughly take you 1 hour, which is a very similar time to the KO Pre-Go heist and doing all of the setups for that. I would also suggest pairing this method with the hangar business, and this is really because the hangar sell missions have double money and RP as well. What I would do is send Rooster McCraw to source some cargo for $25,000, and then go back over to the agency and complete more of these missions, and then just keep rinse and repeating this whole process. But yeah guys, definitely give this method a try this week. Obviously the next event week will start this Thursday coming up, and you definitely don't want to miss out on making $2 million just from the VIP contract. But yeah guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or find it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate your support, and if you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.